So what are business goals? They're objectives tied to the vision you have for your business, and we'll include in brackets, and your life. It's about the achievements you want to accomplish professionally and personally. What do you want? It isn't just about setting goals. It's about achieving them in a way that amplifies your strengths. I want you to today create a roadmap that feels authentic for who you are and where you're going. These goals are going to be clear, but they're going to be achievable, and they're going to align with your deep sense of you. Why is goal setting important? Let's just go back there. You've talked about extending your reputation. Many of you have said that's your objective. You will access an untapped reservoir of potential clients, no matter what business you're in. Once you embrace digital marketing, the world is your oyster. You open doors to a new community of buyers, sellers, influencers. You get to stand out in South Africa's competitive market as well as globally. You get to modernize your approach. It gives you focus and direction. You get to measure. You've got a benchmark to see how on the mark you are. And of course, return on investment. And it's not just investment of money. You all talk about time. Those of you who are short on time, are you spending your time on the right things? Possibly not if you haven't set goals and you haven't got a plan. So let's get you organized. Let's get you focused. You set the bar for what's important and what's not important. And digital marketing is the way of the future. You cannot possibly afford to ignore it anymore. And importantly, guys, these goals today must fire you up. Otherwise, you're not going to stick with me. So what's your why? That is the motivation. There's no such thing as too many or too few goals. Avoid a long list. Only write down what's extremely important to you. You can write one goal for a month. Let's see how you go with that. Then we'll do another one next month. Then a few more the next month. Nobody is judging you. Only you are making promise to yourself and your business. How to get started? From here on in, no more negative self-talk. Talk in an active, affirmative language, because that impacts on how you embrace your goals, how much you believe this is I can instead of maybe. Make your goals reachable. We're going to explain how SMART goals work, and you're going to love it. For the first time, you're going to understand this perhaps, and we're going to give you a plan. You are going to create a plan, and whether it's monthly, weekly, annually, it's up to you. It needs to be achievable. Write down. So I want you to print these worksheets, and you're going to write it. You're going to have a special clipboard or on your notice board or something, somewhere where you can see the stuff, where you can write, you can update, you can keep track. Write in an active style. I will instead of I might or I plan to. And please focus on what's important. Don't focus on what you think people want you to do. Focus on what you are going to nail. The next worksheet is a simple worksheet that shows where to write in a goal. We're going to give you some steps, and it's a worksheet for 3 goals. Print as many as you like, depending on how many goals. Rewrite it. It is your plan. It is your measurement. So before we get to filling out the worksheet, I just want to clarify that there are 4 types of goals. Now, the reason I want you to think about this is when you create your goals, perhaps try and create one for every area. An activity-based goal is what are you going to do differently or do more of or do better? What processes need to be sorted out? One that comes to mind is your email marketing, your automation of signups, of email responders. What outcomes do you want? Do you want more followers? Do you want more people giving you listings? How many? And then personal goals. This comes to your mindset. to improving your marketing mindset, to improving the way you communicate, to how you show up on video. These personal things that impact on your marketing. Thinking of each of those 4, write down a goal. You probably are going to have to come back to watch this, but you can grab one just to do the exercise in your worksheet. Grab an activity, process, outcome, or personal goal. Write it into your worksheet. Now I want to explain to you how goals become SMART. This is really important to grasp because this is the game changer that makes it achievable. The specific goal is you narrow it down into an objective. I'm going to show you that applied in a minute. Measurable, you're actually going to put down something tangible that is going to be the measurement of whether you are doing it or not. Yes or no, not maybe, yes or no. And then you can reevaluate. Was this achievable? Wasn't it achievable? But when you set this goal, it must immediately feel, I can do this. And it must be relevant to your big why. Is it relevant to where you want to go, where you want to take your business, who you want to be, do, and what you want to have? And then we want to set a time frame to it. I said to you, big goals can be broken down into smaller time frames because when you give yourself little rewards along the way, you are more likely to stick with us. Here are some digital marketing goal ideas. These I'm not saying you have to do, but you can grab one and write it into your worksheet and to practice the exercise. You might want to increase brand awareness. You might want to manage your reputation better, which involves sharing reviews, asking for reviews, distributing. Email marketing, we know that's about lead generation and nurturing. Contextual content marketing. This is something I'm going to teach you in the coming weeks because content marketing and just creating posts means nothing because there is so much noise. When you decide about context, what your objective is, where your customer is on their buying journey, because you know what is context when you provide what they want, where they want, and when they want it. And of course, defining your ideal customers. This is the crux of everything. If you are not absolutely clear on who you are talking to, none of these goals are going to work. Here is your worksheet. Let's grab a marketing goal and try and play it out so you can see how it works. Number 1, drives revenue growth by capturing a larger market share. And the objectives, target a specific niche. So here we want to be clear on which ideal customer we are dealing with and what specific service we are selling to them. Now we're getting measurable. 20% sales increase. So you need to know where you are this year and where you want to be next year, and you can break it up into quarters, into months. Is it achievable? Yes, you're going to do marketing campaigns for the chosen niche. Is it relevant? Yes, it aligns with the needs and preferences of your target market. You're going to do it quarterly, check in monthly. Those are your notes. How did it go? Be honest. What needs to be changed? Milestones. Break it down manageable. Goals just set for a year tend to get forgotten. So again, the limiting belief, the mindset that goals don't work is perhaps because you haven't broken it into baby steps. Achievable, smaller objectives that all add up to achieving your big goal. Specific achievements, shorter periods, update and reward yourself when you achieve these things. And create reminders of deadlines coming up so that you don't lose sight of the big goal. Here you will set the 23 versus the 24 goals. That is how you do your measurable goals. And then let's talk about another one. Achieve a clear understanding of the target audience to enhance your marketing effectiveness. You need to complete an ideal customer profile by when, and you actually put a date in there. And you want to specify which is the buyer persona. You want to do the research by when. You want to develop a detailed persona that tells you exactly how to target that customer. Align your messages. Check in and see how it went. Number 3, boost brand recognition. Develop and implement strategies to enhance visibility. Here you're going to track mentions, social media reach, website visits. Is it achievable with a mix of online and offline channels? Absolutely achievable. Relevant? Yes, because it aligns with a defined customer. Achieve a 15% increase within the next quarter. Measurable, time bound. And again, you tune in to see how you've done.